Good morning to you, boys and girls. Yes, it's the last day of January. It's Thursday, the 31st of January 2019. Welcome to this morning's United Kingdom Talk, coming to you on a very cold, from a very cold Chapel Hill Marina here in Lincolnshire. But did you hear what I said at the beginning then, the date and all that? Or did I not have that pressed? Oh, I might not have had that pressed. Now, I'm looking a bit dim, aren't I, this morning? The reason is the one of the lights in front of me has suddenly gone all very dim. I don't know if I can do anything about that. Let me try. Because we're looking a bit dim this morning. I look dim most of the time. Not as dim as some of the people on the telly. And let's try that. Is that going to make any difference? Oh, I don't know. I mean, it's a battery issue, to be honest. Let's try that. Oh, there we go. How's that? Will that do for this morning? Looking slightly dim. Dim. Like a lot of the people on the telly. And can you believe they've only given her they've only given her another show? I can't believe it. It seems in this day and age, to be on telly, you've got to be a thicko with no talent whatsoever. Ready? You know what I'm going to talk about, don't you? You know this is. Go on, I'll give you one guess. Give you one guess. Any idea? Fake. There's a clue. Fake. Ready? Gemma Collins, in this morning's Daily Mirror, is set to take on a new role alongside her dancing on ice trainer. Or training. Right? She's been training hard on the ice through the week and has struggled with injuries caused by her shock fall on the ice on Sunday's show. Next week, she'll spend a day in a new role. Are you ready for this? She's going to become a budding showbiz reporter on that watched by millions of people programme in the morning, the most popular show on the telly, Good Morning Britain. Oh, they've shoved her on there. There can't be that many people watching that time of the morning. Would it be on the BBC, dear? Breakfast news, fantastic. Warm, nice, family-type atmosphere. Good Morning Britain, brash and loud, dear. With that vile Piers Morgan and his sidekick, Suzanne, who don't appear to do much at all anymore, other than sit there looking embarrassed. She's going to be on Good Morning, but can you believe it? On Good Morning Britain. Is that every morning? Gemma will have to get up very early as she will be in the studio for the duration of Monday's. Oh, is it just a one-off? Or is this a proper job? Gemma will have to get up very early as she will be in the studio for the duration of Monday's show, with entertainment editor Richard Arnold putting her through all paces. Oh, I bet he's looking forward to that. And tell me, how many times are we going to stop for a cup of tea and another cake? I wonder. According to ITV sources, Richard is the perfect person to mentor her and show her the ropes, around her neck, which will hopefully include the details of her fallout with Jason Gardner. Oh, it just gets so more exciting, doesn't it, television? More and more exciting as the days go past. It really does. Did she fall over? Or was she pushed? They're going to ask her that. Whether she's patched up with Hollywood Booby and Philip Schofield as well. The excellent presenters on the telly. Holly and Phil, excellent presenters, but we see them a bit too much, don't we? It'd be like going to the McDonald's every day, and I know some of you do. You spend your entire life in McDonald's, some people, I swear. ITV source says, oh, we're really excited. Really? To have Gemma Collins joining this is smelling of desperation. That's what it is. Desperation. Joining the team for the day. It's just a one-off. Oh, thank God for that. For the three people that watch this thing in the morning. It's certainly going to be a lively morning with Piers, Richard, and the GC live in the studio. Anything could happen. Well, don't put any food down. You won't get a word out of her then. Don't put any food down anywhere. She'd be straight. She's like one of those things. One of those flying, like a magpie. Or like a vulture flying down towards cream cakes. If you want Gemma to shut up, all you got to do is put a table slightly out of reach of her and cover it with cakes. She runs over there, dear, like a bird swooping down, a vulture. That's what it is. Piers has all, I mean, let's put them all together on the same programme. All these people that we hate on the telly. Piers has already spoken out in support of the diva for getting back up and carrying on with the skating on Sunday. And yes, credit where credit is due on that. She got back up. I gotta say, I'll always give credit, even if I dislike something that's going on. Credit where credit is due. She got back up, absolutely. Gemma's time on Dancing on Ice has been surrounded by controversy, starting when rumours spread that she had a nap during rehearsals. Well, I have a nap. She's probably got tired, dear. You know, she probably went out and had several cakes and several roast dinners and was tired. I mean, it must be ever so tired trying to eat all that food all the time, my love. Mustn't it? Perhaps you should just stay in bed all the time and do us all a favour. We won't have to look at your face anymore, will we? She disputed this, saying she would never have a nap and was given permission to leave, and the driver was waiting for her outside. Oh dear. It just gets better and better, doesn't it? It's desperation. They will do anything to try and get someone watching the telly. That's not the only bit of television desperation this morning. Some more coming up in a moment, only on this channel. Now, do you want me to go and get another battery out for this light? Because that's annoying me, that is. The fact that I'm quite dark today. It's like a nighttime show, isn't it? Or if I put the light on here, it's going to make everything a bit yellow because that's a different colour. Oh! Now, where are the messages this morning? They're not there. Oh dear. Just a minute. We might have to use a different method to get the messages this morning. Nothing at all there. Let me just reopen that little message system thing and see if I can get that to work properly. We'll use this for the Facebook ones. Okay, good morning to Katie Ann Patterson. Good morning, Katie, over on Facebook Live. Omar is in Egypt and he's up nice and early. Good morning, Omar. Good morning to Colin, Diane, Jeb in the house. Omar has woken up. Is it early there, Omar? What's the time in Egypt at the moment? Don't know what the time is in Egypt at the moment. Morning to Michael Lawrence. Good morning, Michael. No, it's not my birthday. That was a little early birthday party that I had by my nephew's house the other day. Okay, good morning to Craig Hannington. Kareem is in the house. Still out of hospital, I hope, Kareem. Good morning to you. Now, it's not my birthday till next Tuesday. Perhaps I should put that away because everyone thinks it's my birthday. Let's put this away somewhere else. Put that over there. My nephew did me like an early birthday present last week, okay? Good morning to Katie Ann. I said, Trevor, my turkey is naked. Hope his feathers grow back. What happened to your turkey's feathers then? Have you got a turkey as a pet? How lovely. Are they as friendly as chickens? I know chickens are very good pets as well, aren't they? Chickens have make good pets. Good morning to my sister. Good morning to you, Sharon. She's doing a little job for my nephew at the moment. I have to tell you, there are no messages coming through on the message system this morning. I'm just picking those up direct from Facebook Live. I've got nothing at all. Let's try. If I type something in, I'll type in good morning. That appears to have gone to Periscope, YouTube. No, it hasn't gone to YouTube. We've got Vaughan Live. Hello to Michael, who's 29 today. Is that right? Your son is 29 today. Good morning, Michael. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, Michael. Happy birthday to you. Yeah. All right. Happy birthday, Michael. I have no messages coming up at all. Certainly not from YouTube or anything this morning. I don't know why that is. They've obviously done something which has affected it. So if you're watching on YouTube, the best thing perhaps to do would be sending a text this morning, okay? 07551 259 675. I can get the Facebook messages off that. And I have actually... Oh, there's a message here already. Good morning to Peter in Woodhall Spa. Morning, Peter. Just up the road there. Saw your mum yesterday. It was nice to see Bernie up there. Good morning, Chris. It's Ice Ice Baby. Bum, 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 bada, bum, bum. Ice Ice Baby. Bum, bum, bum. Yesterday, wasn't it? Ice Ice Baby yesterday. It certainly is. And as well this morning. Lots and lots of frost on the ground. -3 in Woodhall Spa at the moment. So thank you for that, Bum Peter. Nice to see you this morning. Now, this light is really annoying me. I can't see a damn thing in it. Do you mind if I just go out and get another bulb? Not another a battery. Because I meant to change over the it's all battery in here. Tape and everything. Give me a second. I'm just going to go and get something. And we're back in the house. Right, let me just change this over. So don't forget, use that text thing this morning, okay? 07551 259 675. And if I shove that in there, that will work. Perhaps it's the cold affecting it. I don't. Oh Christ, that is bright now. There we are. That's better, isn't it? Is that better? A bit more. Where's that? There we are. Is that better? There we are. We're back in the light. Come into the light, Mary-Anne. Now I'll have to adjust that as well. Ooh, that's worn me out going outside and coming back again. Right light. Hit that. Hit that. How's that look? Lovely. Sorted. Sorted, mate. That's sorted. Now, also had a message. Weird City Citizen. There you are. Thank you. You're texting in there. I've got that now. Good morning to Weird City Citizen. Texting in on the phone today. And Maureen. I better wait till Maureen's with us. Then I can. She sent me a message, obviously, yesterday at some point. And yes, Maureen, if you're there, text us because I've got an answer for you there. All right. Katie said Trevor is her turkey. Oh, I'm sorry. I beg your pardon. I've read that out already, haven't I? Katie, her turkey. He would come inside if I let him. He's a great pet. Oh, that's nice. Does it come on your lap? Does Trevor the turkey come on your lap as well? Chickens do. Chickens make very, very good pets, you know. They absolutely do. Okay, no, so we've got nothing coming in from YouTube this morning. And even the Facebook is a little bit funny, but never mind. We're carry on regardless. Carry on. Facebook messages seem to be particularly fine. And as I say, use the text if you want to text in. If you're watching on YouTube or Periscope, use your text 07551 259 675, please, this morning. All right. So yesterday, after the show yesterday, I did go for a swim. I went up to the Horncastle swimming pool, and I got there, and as I got out of the car, closed the car, and walked into the swimming pool, I thought, oh no, I think I forgot my towel. And I had tracksuit bottoms on. Fortunately, I had a pair of jeans in my bag as well, and I'll tell you why in a minute. So I went into the swimming pool, and I'm looking, I said, I don't suppose you've got any spare towels? She said, no, I'm afraid we haven't. Now, they must have spare towels there. Okay, they must have. People must leave stuff there. This happens all the time, you know, especially working bars like me. People are always leaving stuff. Umbrellas, mobile phones, wallets, coats, everything. They leave everything places. So I very much doubt that they didn't have a spare towel there. But the answer was no. We haven't got any spare towels. I thought, oh, what am I going to do? And I thought, well, hang on, I've got a change of clothes in my bag. I've got jeans and I've got a T-shirt. I'll use my tracksuit bottoms and the T-shirt I've got on to dry myself with afterwards. Just an idea that came into my head, so I thought I'd do that. So I paid me £3.70, went in and changed, come out, and three quarters of it. It's quite a large pool, the one at Horncastle. So 3/4 of the pool is taken up by people doing the water aerobics. Generally older people than myself, jumping around, and they've got like a teacher, which is either a sort of lady. There's a young lad who does it as well, and he's very popular with the old dears. Oh yeah, oh, you watch them all going around chatting him up. I see everything going on. Don't worry about that, ladies. I can see what's going on there. This boy's only about 23, and they're all trying to chat him up, honestly. So I did my swim. I didn't have much time yesterday. I did my swim in the deep end. We're allowed to use the deep end, and instead of doing lengths, we're doing widths. So really, I reckon about four widths is one length. So I did as many as I could in a half an hour. I just had half an hour. I wanted to be out by 11:45 because the water aerobics finishes at 12. And if you don't get out before then, you can't get in one of those 2 showers that aren't working. However, I've sussed how to get around the fact that the showers aren't wearing. And it's very easy. I think it was Adam the plumber who told me this, right? But basically, you get the end of your key goes around your wrist. Okay, so the key goes around your wrist like that. And you get the little, the end of the key is like a rubbery plastic bit. And where the button is that you use the shower, it's like a round thing like that. and a bit in the middle. You see, and the bit in the middle, the idea is if that sticks out like that, the bit in the middle. What can I use to show you? I'll use this. I'll use this asthma pump thing, right? So say that's the hole, right? And there's a button there, and you push it in, and then it comes out slowly like that while the water's coming out. Now you should get about 20 or 30 seconds worth of water. But for the last must be 3 weeks now, it stopped working. So you push the button in and it comes straight out again almost immediately. Almost immediately. And it's very annoying because, of course, the water stops after 2 seconds, right? So remember, you've got the button like that. I have discovered, and I think it was Adam the plumber that told me this, that if you push the end of your plasticky, rubbery key thing, not the key itself, not the metal bit, you don't want to do that because you'll probably damage the button. Just the rubbery plastic bit. In that bit, in between the button and the hole, you jam the button in place. Water pours out of there. I single-handedly emptied the reservoir just up the road yesterday afternoon while I was having my shower. So, happy days. Happy days. Chris Reardon, DIY services. Anything you want done in your house, you've only got to say, boys and girls. Anything you want to do in your house at all, you just let me know and I'll be happy to come round and put up the odd shelf, shove in a screw, anything like that, okay? And I'll be happy to do that. So that was the answer. That was the answer. Now I can get out of there and have a shower, although I can't remove my clothes because it's not because it's mixed showers. Funnily enough, I got an email yesterday from the Horncastle swimming pool, which I'm a member, you see. And it's the cheapest one in the area, £3.70. That's not bad at all, is it? That's a really good price to have a swim for half an hour, 3/4 of an hour, whatever you want. Really good. The one closest to me is £5, but I'm not keen on that one. It's a bit small. It's called I think it's the Princess Royal or Princess something. Now that's in Boston. It's a bit small. It's lovely and warm. It's probably the newest out of all of them, but it's small. Okay, 6 people in the pool, and that's about as much as you can if you want to do swimming. Any more than that, and you're getting in the way of each other, which happened. And I've only ever been to that one. I had to try 3 times before I was able to get in there. Various different things kept happening when I got there, but eventually I did manage to get in there. When was it? It was on Tuesday, wasn't it? On Tuesday afternoon, I got in there, and and there was quite a lot of people in there. One particular young couple who were taking up the whole pool. They were just all over the place, and they didn't care if they got in your way or anything like that. Awful people. She had a face like thunder. Honestly, she looked like she'd just come out of McDonald's as well. She took up virtually the whole pool, and they didn't bother the fact that they were swimming across people or on top of people. Oh, got my bleeding nerves. Right, old cow. And it's too small, so I won't probably be going back to that one. The other one in Boston, which is like the main council-run one, it would seem, that's a big pool, £4.70 that one, plenty of room to move around. It does get busy, but because the pool is so big, you can avoid each other. You know, if it's quite long, you've got time to get out of the way, and generally they do it at the other end as well. People get out of the way for you, right? The one at Horncastle, again, smaller, and that's all right, except the showers are a little bit buggered up in there. I gather they've had shower people in there, but they're telling us it's the water pressure in the area that's affecting the showers. But I've sussed it out now. You just jam your little bit of rubber key in there, and then it forces the button it stops the button coming back out. Very clever. Very, very clever. Good morning to Adam the plumber. He said Bodget and Scarpa. That's probably what the people are doing in there. That's probably what they're doing in there, Adam. They're bodying the repair in there and scarping. I'm just wondering if I could try something else with these. I know we have people on YouTube, and I just can't get your messages this morning for some strange reason. We've had a couple of issues with YouTube. Maureen's having an issue with YouTube. It says, welcome to live chat. Well, there's nothing on that one. Actually, I might be able to get them by this method. Let me try something else. I like to try and get everyone involved, you know. That one there, let's try that. See if I can get anything through on that. That one there. Anything there? Welcome to chat. Oh, nothing there. Welcome to chat. So just bear with me, boys and girls, just for a moment, will you? I see there's 5 people there. Ah! Wow. Oh, hang on a minute. I might be able to get these. I might be able to get these by going direct to Facebook. It's a bit of an arse about why you're doing it, but yeah, okay, I can see. Here we go. Good morning to Claire. Morning, Claire. You right, darling? Last day in the caravan for a while. Yes, indeed it is. I'm here tomorrow, and then that's it. But I'm not here for the whole day. This is my last whole day in the caravan today. They're closed February through to March. I did have a word with Sylvie, and she said, well, we're closed February, and it's not February till tomorrow. So that should be all right. She said, you might have to leave a little bit earlier on the Friday, so I'll just sit tight. And if anyone comes around, I'll say, yep, okay, I'm off now. And I'll have to do it like that. But this will only happen once every 4 or 5 years, won't it? That the Friday falls on the 1st of February. So I should be all right, Claire. All right, good morning to Juan. Morning. Claire says it's probably because you talk about Gemma Collins so much you're increasing her ratings. Do you think so? Juan is loving the koala bear. Yeah, there's the koala bear. Koala bear here, as sent to me by Katie Ann Patterson. Isn't he lovely? Little Australian koala bear. If you may inform me of the latest British music scene. Yeah, it's rubbish. It's anything that came out after 1995 is rubbish. All right. Good morning to JP. JP's in the house. Let's have a look. Peter, I like your shirt and jacket. Thank you very much. Oh, there's fog as well out there this morning, Peter. Yes, there is fog outside as well this morning. And that's it. Good. Heidi's in the house as well. A very good morning to Heidi as well, as indeed is Ray Reynolds and Michael Pullman down there in Australia. Hello to Mol Khan. Welcome to the show, you as well. So let's see. Please give your postbox address so I can send you birthday chocolates. Weird City Citizen. We use the Central Station address if you ever want to send us anything. They kindly let me take stuff there. So just look that up. Central Station, Wharfdale Road. Can't remember what number it is, Wharfdale Road now, to be honest. And you can send stuff there, and that will be received by me. All right. So after the swimming, so I've had my shower after my bodged shower job in there. Then I went to get changed, and you know what? I dried myself with my tracksuit bottoms and my t-shirt, and that was perfectly all right. I'm glad, because I would hate to get to a swimming pool after travelling, because it's about 25 minutes to get there. I'd hate to get a couple of times, I must say. I noticed the steering went very light on the car. Oh yes, there's certainly black ice up here, and a lot of it as well. When you come around corners, you notice that you go and look, you turn the steering wheel, and nothing up. It carries on going forward. I shan't be using the route by the river today. Let me tell you that now. I've got, as I said to you yesterday, I've got 2 routes I can kind of go towards my sisters or Horncastle. And one route takes you right next to the river. So if something happens, you're in that bloody river, mate. And there's been a couple of people die in that river. I don't know how, lost control of the car, whether they're going too fast, or I don't know what the reason was. But there has been a few people come off that road and end up in the river. And of course, once a car's gone into the river, you can't get the door open, can you? You can't. Apparently, it was Weird City Citizen said yesterday that if that happens, you've got to let the car fill up with water before you can open the door. Well, I don't know if I can hold my breath that long. As you probably notice, I can't keep my mouth shut at all. I don't know why that is. So very dangerous. And the other route is through 2 fields. So when I go out later, I'll take the route through the 2 fields, because I really don't want to hit the black ice there. Good morning to Martin Edwards, who's up in Northampton. Have you got any snow up there, Martin? No snow here at all yet. We haven't had any here at all so far since I've been coming up here. Out the front this morning, those of you that saw my Facebook page, it's very, very frosty, and we've got a thick fog across the field there. At any moment now, zombies will probably come towards me with those knives through the fog and suddenly appear and possibly break in here to our Lincolnshire television studio complex and attack me with the zombie knives. Like that. Very, very frightening, dear. Very frightening indeed. And that's right in front of me. All fog and frost. And I did upload about 3 or 4 pictures this morning. If you want to have a look at those, go to my Facebook. It's all public, okay? Facebook.com/Chris Reardon UK is my Facebook. I'm just waiting for Maureen to join us. Maureen, can you text us when you're with her? Because I may have an answer to the problem that we've been experiencing, certainly with the YouTube uploads. Maureen's have been having trouble with the YouTube uploads. Dave Anthony, good morning to you. Dave is in the house. Good morning, Dave. Just wanted to give you a big hug to my only friend Angie, who's been in hospital from kidney stones. Is she still there? I thought she was out now. I hope you're getting better, Angie, and you're still a pain in the arse. You see, Angie is very down to earth. That's why we get on. I'm very, very down to earth. I really am. Good morning to Adrian Richardson. Good morning, Adrian. Katie, do you have to change your car tyres with the ice? No, we generally don't do that here. I don't know anyone that changes car tyres or puts snow chains or anything else around. You can get winter tyres. You can get those. My mate has got a set. My mate, he drives a cab. And winter comes, he takes those tyres off and puts the other ones on. The only thing is, if there isn't much cold weather, I believe they wear down very quickly. I'm not 100% sure of that, but my mate's got a set and he puts them on. He said the car sticks to the road when he puts those tyres on. It actually sticks to the road. Perhaps someone can tell me, do you have to what was I going to say now? I just had a question for you then. That's gone straight out of my mind again. Isn't that funny? Oh, yes. Do you have to put them on all 4 wheels or just the drive wheels? So, I mean, I don't know what, I think I'm front wheel drive. I can't remember now. Do you just put them on the drive tyres or all 4 tyres? But it's an expensive thing to do. You know, some people have got tyres that are like 250. I know some of the BMW drivers, their tyres are like 250, 300 pounds each. So you'd be looking at £1,000 for a set of tyres. Of course, you could argue the point, well, what price safety? So I do know one person with winter tyres, and that's about it. Generally in this country, the period of time these days when ice or snow is on the ground is very short. You may well see the news stories of, worst winter for 300 years. Well, the truth of the matter is we get about 4 days of it, then it warms up again. So, no, I don't have them myself, all right? Okay, good. Anyway, after my swim, so I've dried myself with my tracksuit bottoms and my T-shirt, jumped in my car, and we went to my sister's house because she had a surprise party for my niece. Now, my niece is leaving the UK to go and live in Cyprus for 3 years. And my sister had arranged like a leaving dinner. She'd arranged it kindly at the same time. She's not going for a month. But she'd arranged it because, of course, I stopped coming up here tomorrow. Tomorrow's my last day up here. So she'd arranged it for while I was here as well. And I had to pretend went round my sister's house. Oh, let's all go for a walk, because she didn't know about this party monies. So I'm proudly pushing Baby James. Baby James is pushed by Great Uncle Chris. I'm pushing him. We went for a little walk through Woodhall Spa to where we had dinner, which was, I can't remember the name of the hotel. It could be called the Woodhall Spa Hotel. It used to be called the Eagle, but I can't remember. I can't remember what it was now. So in the Woodhall Spa Hotel, and we went in, and my niece went in, and there's all these people sitting there ready for us. So that was really nice. Fantastic company. Love to be able to sit down there with family and chat. We didn't have any children with us other than baby James, because of course they're at school at the moment. And we had the meal, which was a carvery. Now, my sister did tell them that I was vegetarian. I think I was the only one there this time. And there was nothing for me. There was nothing for me other than the vegetables and the potatoes, which were all very nice. The meal was nice. But generally, if you know a vegetarian's coming, you'd have something else there as well. Something. I don't know, beans or a nut roast or something. And there was nothing. It was just basically, oh, well, you have the same as everyone else, but there's no meat. So there's nothing to replace the meat. But that's just how it goes. So disappointed with that. Gotta say, not through my sister arranging it, but she had told them already. She had already informed them that there was a vegetarian coming and there wasn't anything there. Very, very disappointed with that. So I'm not going to recommend that. Can't recommend that if you want to go and have a carvery. If you want to have a normal carvery, go and have one. The food was all right. Everything there was all right. Okay, the potatoes were nice. And there were no greens. No green vegetables. No peas. No green beans, no broad beans, no greens at all, no cabbage, nothing like that at all. There was red cabbage, no greens at all. Isn't that odd? And then the carrots, parsnips and something else, they seemed to be glazed with something and they'd been roasted. So the food was all right, but a bit of a odd selection, to be honest. Funny, isn't it, really? Let's just get rid of that person there. 1 minute. Where are we? Hide user. Is that it? Hide user, there we go. Sorry, gang, got users' messages will be hidden. There we are, got rid of that one. Sorry about that, gang, a little bit rude stuff coming through there, but we get rid of him immediately. Gone. Thank you, Weird City Citizen, just posting the address up there. And oh, there's Hayley. Good morning, Hayley. She was there. Look, absolutely fantastic, you and your sister. For some reason, Kelly, who is Hayley's sister, was there as well. Kelly has recently been in hospital with meningitis. And yes, she nearly died in hospital when I saw her yesterday. And she don't look like she's been in hospital at all. Isn't that funny? She looked absolutely fantastic, as indeed did Hayley this morning. I mean, obviously not as fantastic as I look, but you weren't far off it, to be honest, girls. You weren't far off it. Right? So it was lovely to see everyone. I was disappointed with food, to be honest, so can't recommend that to you. You know, if you know there's a vegetarian or a vegan coming, you would imagine someone had done something for them. Whether it's some sort of little cheese tart or something like that, anything. But there was nothing, end of, nothing at all. Great company. And then, as a bonus, right, I understood we were all going to put in our money and, you know, that would pay the bill. No! My sister and her husband paid for the whole lot. Oh, absolute bonus. Even happier. A free meal. Oh, I'll go anywhere for a free meal, dear. If you want me to come and open a shopping centre or something like that, just give me a couple of vouchers for a Toby Carvery or something, and I'm happy. No money needs to change hands. You know, I mean, where is the section on the tax form for that, eh? Where's the section? Oh, free dinner. Is there a section for that, dear? Opened the latest Audi. Chris Reardon opened the latest Audi. Oh, good morning. It's the tax office here. We see that you've looked in the papers and we see that you've opened the latest Audi. We don't see a payment for that at all that you've entered on your accounts. Could you explain that, please, Mr. Reardon? Yeah, they gave me a free Toby Carvery. They don't know what? A free Toby Carvery. I mean, I don't know how that works. Are you allowed free meals? I shall have to speak to my very important accountant for that. Talking of tax, who's left their tax to the last minute? Fools. Absolute fools. You have months and months and months to get your tax returns in. And yet, people leave it till the very last minute. And some of them don't get to it at all. Today is the very last day that you can... and you've got to do it online. No point putting it in the post now. Too late. And if you're late, if you go past today, whether or not you owe tax doesn't matter. You will get a £100 fine. There's some noises on my roof. I think there's a bird on my roof. Either that or someone's about to knock on the door, one of the two. Yeah, you get a £100 fine whether or not you owe any tax. So you must get that in today. And it's got to be done online now. You're too late to do it. I can't believe the people that leave it to the last minute. I was telling you the other day, my tax year runs April to March. So 1st of April to the 31st of March. So 31st of March comes, that's it, end of my tax year. And within a week, usually the next day I start work on it. You know, I start checking that say for example, my monthly outgoings every month. For example, I have a payment going up to Spotify, £4.99. So I quickly look, you know, is there a Spotify entry for every month? And I can pull up the word Spotify. And I haven't got a particularly wonderful account software. It's Microsoft Money, which I've used for years. Years and years. And it's a free accountancy. That does me. I don't earn enough to pay VAT. So you put that down there and you look at Spotify and at January, February, March, April, May, August. Oh, I've missed out 2 months. So I can put those in, knowing, and I don't need to look for the receipt for that because it's a regular outgoing. So I know that's gone out. And then so once I've got all those accounts together, I put them all in a box, all the receipts, and I send them off to my accountant, and then he cross-checks everything. So he'll pull out that receipt, tick that off there, and then when it comes to something like Spotify or perhaps Virgin Media, something like that, if there's no receipt, he'll just look at the bank statement and see that Spotify, and tick, 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 tick. And he does that and charges me a small fortune for doing all those ticks. And then he sends it off. And they've probably got my accounts by, he can take a little while depending on how busy he is. Then he sends me his bill, which I pay instantly. And I do pay bills straight away. Oh, I do not understand people who've got the money and I'll just hold on to that for another couple of days. Why? Just pay the bloody bill, dear. I can't bear bills hanging around. Honestly, I pay them straight away. So I send his money off and then he sends his accounts off and generally to the tax office, and by let's see, no, I don't have to then wait for the tax office to tell me how much I'm going to pay. He then tells me what I'm going to pay. That's it. The accountant tells me what I'm going to pay. So by April, May, certainly by the end of May, I know what my tax bill will be in January. So loads of time to save up. Loads of time to save up for it. The thousands of pounds that you have to send off. Because you can't do it weekly. You get one bill in January, which is the high one. There's a high one and a low one. There's a high one in January, which is X thousands of pounds. And there's another one in June, which is just a few. And that's how it works. So by the end of May, maybe a bit earlier than that, I know what I'm going to have to pay. Plenty of time. Not everyone, though. They leave it until now to start doing it. And then immediately, £100 fine. Whether or not you owe anything to the tax man. It's madness, really, isn't it? Absolute madness. Hayley says she's much more pretty than me. Do you think so, Adrian? You think so, do you? And yet we're so much more prettier than you, Adrian. Haven't you found that as well? Oh, look, they're all licking each other there now. Loving each other this morning, aren't you? So that's how the tax thing works. So you must get those in today. Anyway, so the dinner came and went. As I say, fantastic company. Lovely to see everyone there. And then last night I popped over to my sister's house. It was the day to visit my niece and 3 lovely children. Baby James, George and Emily. So I mucked around with those for a while. And then we watched The Cleaner, which is an excellent programme on ITV. You can get it on the ITV player as well, whatever that's called. That thing with the coloured dots going around it. The Cleaner. Now, The Cleaner is this programme about a cleaner who works in like a place where they do stocks and shares and trading and all that. And she owes loads of money. She's addicted to gambling. And she's always got this gambling thing. I've never seen it before. She's got it on her mobile phone where you can hit a button and spin those things. You know, the money, you know, like with the one-armed bandits, like that, but on a mobile phone. And of course she keeps losing thousands and thousands of pounds as she starts listening to people's conversations in this trading place where they're doing stocks and shares and all that. And she's doing some dodgy dealings herself. She starts meeting people. It's very, very good. Highly recommended. Good viewing, that. Well done, ITV. Well done, ITV. Why can't we have more of that and less of Gemma Collins? There's just a suggestion. You might find my more people watch you then, dear. Fantastic. The Cleaner, which is on ITV there, okay? I think it's called The Cleaner. Check that, Heidi. I think you called it The Cleaner. Let me see. No, it's called The Cleaner. Okay? It's actually called The Cleaner, TV series. There we are. Let's have a look there. Ooh, excuse me. The Cleaner, ITV, where is it? No, it's called Cleaning Up. You're right. You're right, Heidi. It's called Cleaning Up. I beg your pardon. I take that back. The Cleaner is another programme that was on the telly a while ago. It seems in 2008. I've confused the two there. You're absolutely right. The Cleaner. Sorry, Heidi. I got that wrong. And it's a really good programme. Really good and entertaining and so much more better than Gemma Collins. It really is. Now, talking of people, so that was my day yesterday. A lovely day. Came back here. It was really cold. Put the heating on. I think, what did I do last night? I think I watched a little bit of news when I got in. And I don't know if any of you watched Parliament. Did you watch any of that yesterday? Or was it Tuesday? I can't remember what day I watched it. It was shocking. The way those members of Parliament were acting on both sides of the House. And I have to say, the Conservative side were even worse than the Labour lot. They were shouting and screaming at each other. Absolutely no decorum at all. I quite like, you know, when the speaker shouts. I'm not keen on that speaker. When he says, order, 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 order. What's wrong with you all today? Order. And the gentleman, the right honourable gentleman, should know better than that. Now sit down. I think I could do that job. I could do that. I could be the Speaker of the House. But you see, you'd have to be you've got to be very, very intelligent to do something like that. You've got to know all the ins and outs of the law and all that, haven't you? I mean, I'd love to do something like that. Speak with order, order, order. The best one, of course, over all the time was the great Betty Boothroyd. She was fantastic, Betty Boothroyd. We like her very much, Betty Boothroyd. I don't think Maureen is with us this morning, so I can't give her that message, unfortunately. Either that or the texting isn't working. Nothing's working this morning. It's all been affected by the cold. That's what it is. Thank you. Let's have a look here. Michael watched that programme last night. It's very good, The Cleaner. Cleaning Up, I beg your pardon. Cleaning Up. I think there's 3 or 4 of them now on the ITV player. All right. Angela needs vegetarian recipes. Oh, there's loads of them, Angela. Just look them up on the internet. Vegetarian recipes. There's loads and loads of them on there, Angela. How's the old kidney stones? Have they been blasted yet by that machine? Have you had your kidney stones blasted? It's very, very painful. I know people have had kidney stones. One of the most painful things there is, isn't it? My darling. Good morning, Dave Anthony. No more alcohol either. There's your vegetarian diet. Well, alcohol is vegetarian, isn't it? Eh? Surely no little animals are killed when they're making a bottle of whiskey or something like that, are they? Or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe la da 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 da. Right now, I was telling you, I think television companies, especially the lot over on ITV, are getting more and more desperate. We are sinking to new levels here, boys and girls. They are desperate. And the only way some of these producers seem to understand how to get viewers is to try and shock you. That's it. That's it. Now, I've just said The Cleaner. That's on ITV. That's in a class all by itself. It's fantastic. A story with proper actors who can act, actresses who can act, and a good storyline. That, to me, is a successful programme. Stuff like Towie and Celebrity Jungle and all that, that to me isn't proper television. It's not. It's trash television. And one of the other trash television programmes at the moment is Shipwrecked. Shipwrecked. Now, I've not watched one before. I've seen clips, so I guess what it's about. Once again, it's about young people getting all their bits and pieces out in public, snogging, shagging and screaming and shouting at each other. Am I right? Is that what it's about? Because that's what it looks like to me. So the latest bit they want to shock you with, this is in The Sun this morning. Shipwrecked viewers were left horrified when new arrival Daisy revealed that she had bought a vibrator to the island as her luxury island. Now, I don't know what a luxury island is. While the confession attracted the attention of fellow Irelander Harry, fans of the show were less than impressed, with some accusing the 22-year-old Essex girl of attention-seeking. No, really? Is that why she did it? And that's all it is. It's all attention-seeking. That is all it is. Viewers flocked to Twitter to share their reactions, with one writing, "How trashy and tacky and thirsty to say your luxury item is a vibrator." Another added, "Daisy just wanted to shock for the airtime, I reckon." And another tweeted, "So what luxury item did you bring then, Daisy?" "My vibrator." "Oh, I'm howling." Awful. They're absolutely desperate for viewers, aren't they? They really are. And the only way some of these producers seem to know how to do it is to go out there and try and shock you. Sad, sad people. They really are. I mean, if you was going to... Here's a question for you. If you were going to an island and you could take only one thing, what would it be? Any idea? What would it be? Come on. You can take anything at all to an island. What would you take with you? But ITV aren't the only ones at it. Channel 4 last night. Pure filth. Channel 4's new drama. This again in the Sun this morning, boys and girls. Just a minute. There's a blooming video trying to play there and I'm trying to stop it. There we go. Stopped. Channel 4's new drama, Pure, has had a mixed reaction from fans after the first episode aired tonight. The new 6-part series follows 24-year-old Marnie, who battles a mental illness called pure obsessional OCD, a form of OCD characterised by repetitive sexual thoughts. The premiere sees Marnie fleeing her native Scotland to London to try and find herself after a family gathering goes horribly wrong, with scenes of the character's dad performing sex acts on Marnie's best friend and her kissing her own mother. The show doesn't beat around the bush. So this is another TV show set out there to shock you. There's no artisticness there. It's just people shagging again. It says she's had X-rated thoughts for the last 3,672 days and she doesn't know why or what they mean. When she jumps on a coach to London, she doesn't know her soul, not even herself. But in the city, she will build a new life. With graphic sexual scenes depicting incestuous acts, as well as nudity, some viewers immediately regretted watching the show with their parents. You see, that's the thing as well. Now, when I was a child, two people on the telly simply kissing, used to embarrass the hell out of me if I was watching it with my mum. Used to embarrass that. So I don't know how children now sit there and watch this sort of thing and it just comes on, doesn't it? Without warning, suddenly there they are. Two bodies intertwined inside each other. I mean, if you want to watch that stuff, there's plenty of things. Everyone's got the internet now. Why do we have to have it on the telly all the time? Because it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. And I see even stuff like Doctor Who and things like that. Doctor Who and stuff like that when, not this one, but the one before, the young lad, can't remember his name, the young Doctor Who. No, the one before Peter Capaldi. It was there snogging girls on the telly. And I thought, I don't want to see this on Doctor Who. And it seems the TV company get more and more desperate for other ways to outrage us, because that's the only way they can get any viewers, a lot of them, I suppose. I don't know. Heidi's off. She's going to catch up with the show later. Bye-bye, Heidi. You have a nice day, darling. All right. Katie says, sex sells, Chris. Well, not to me it doesn't. Like I say, anyone can now open up several different sites on the internet and watch the proper stuff. We don't need it to be on the telly when we're wanting to be entertained. That doesn't entertain me. Monsters and science fiction and documentaries and plays, great stuff like that, light entertainment, although not Gemma Collins, that entertains me. I don't want to see sex on the telly all the time. Can't we have something away from it? Think of something else. Can't you think of anything else? Can't people think of anything else other than to put two people bonking on there? There's been some really awful programmes. Do anyone remember the programme Sex Box? Oh, God. So this, so I'll set the scene for you. So it's a studio audience. So they come and play the opening thing and all that, and the camera comes on the stage, and there on the in the studio floor is a massive box, a bit like a container, like a ship's container type thing. And then the presenter and two people are sitting in front, and they chat about it, sex. Right? Then this couple go into the box while the programme's on air and do it. And while that's happening, that you can't hear anything, the presenter's talking about all sorts of different things with the audience and whatever. And then when they've done it, they come back out and discuss it. That is a programme on the telly. It's just beyond me, this stuff. It really is awful, awful television. Come back, Bruce. Please dig up Bruce Forsyth and give us some proper entertainment, the Generation Game or something like that, if you don't mind, people. Is this running slow again? No, it's all right, isn't it? I thought that was running slow again in a minute. Bernadette Lake, Shoes Online Facebook. Good morning, Bernadette. Bernadette's in the house this morning. Morning to you. Adam says it's like that programme Naked Attraction, Chris. All naked bodies on telly. Yeah, I've seen that one as well. Everything's on show. Naked Attraction. Anyone seen that? Okay, that's where you get, say you are chosen, or me, say I am chosen. So I come on the telly, you see me dressed up like I am now on the telly. And then 4 naked bodies, but they can't see their heads. And I think, if I remember rightly, you can speak to the people. I can't remember the exact format. I've only seen a bit of one of the programme. I just turned it off. Trash television. Trash television. And you had to decide which person you wanted to take out on a date by how their bodies looked, but not their faces. I mean, I'd go for the face straight away. I'm sorry, I need to see a face. It's like, on some of these dating apps, you're on there and someone quickly sends you one of their body parts in a picture. Don't do anything for me at all. I want to see your face first, dear. Perhaps I'm old-fashioned. Is that what it is? Am I just old-fashioned? I don't know. So there's a couple of TV programmes there for you to think about. Good. Was that from today? Kristina Ewing in Portsmouth? No, it wasn't, was it? Sorry. I've seemed to be on top of these messages now. I don't think Maureen's with us this morning, so we'll have to leave that message to her for later. Okay, now this is interesting, and I don't know, Adam will be interested in this, Adam, because you're on the old Slimming World, aren't you? Now, we've been told for years and years to eat breakfast. Not eating breakfast is detrimental to your weight loss programs, whichever one you're on. And yet in The Sun this morning, it says skipping breakfast could help you lose weight, not gain it. Really? Those who miss the day's first meal are on average almost 1 pound lighter, scientists discovered. And it's a pound that makes all that difference, everyone. Anyone who's done Slimming World, and you go down, down, and you go up, and then you go down, down, and then go up a bit, and then you go da, 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 and then it stops. And for 3 or 4 weeks, you're at 12 stone, 11 pounds, and you're trying to get that 1 more pound, and it won't shift, will it? And eventually, if you're on the Slimming World, it does go back down. Sometimes you can be stuck at the same weight for 3 or 4 weeks, and you can't work out why. And then suddenly it drops again. Well, in The Sun this morning, this story says it debunks the idea that missing the most important meal of the day causes you to pile on pounds. A review found that they did not have greater appetite later in the afternoon and evening and consumed 260 fewer calories overall. Experts said that breakfast should no longer be considered to be the most important meal of the day, particularly for slimmers. Scientists from a university in Australia examined 13 studies relating to breakfast and weight in high-income countries, including the UK. The analysts found that those who went without breakfast in the morning were half a kilo lighter, that's 15 ounces. It concludes, although eating breakfast regularly could have other important effects, caution is needed when recommended breakfast for weight loss in adults, as it may have the opposite effect. While breakfast has been advocated as the most important meal of the day in the media since 1917, there is evidence to support breakfast consumption as a strategy to achieve weight loss, including in adults and overweight or obesity. So very interesting that. We've all been told for years and years, haven't we, that breakfast is the most important meal of the day and you should always eat it. But not according to this. If you want to lose weight, maybe skip the breakfast. It says eating breakfast, though, there is evidence to suggest it can boost concentration levels in children. I mean, I don't think I'd send a child out of the door before they'd had breakfast. Would you? I don't think I'd do that. But Professor Sanders says he would expect someone to be 1.5 stone lighter if they consumed 260 calories. Presumably that's over a whole year. So there we are. I mean, very interesting story, that one. We always... What do you have for breakfast, by the way? Do you have a nice breakfast at all? Tell me about your breakfast. If you want to call in, just for 10 minutes or so, we'll have the phone lines open there, boys and girls. Breakfast. It's breakfast time. Ba 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 ba. There's a phone number up there, 020 8144 3477. If you want to talk to me this morning about what or who, sorry, no, what? What did you have for breakfast this morning? Call in and tell me, 020 8144 3477, or use your text in there. There's the texting number up there on the screen, or send a message. If you'd like to call in this morning, 10 minutes we'll have the phone line open, maybe just 5. 020 8144 3477. What have you had for breakfast? Katie says she doesn't eat breakfast. She never has. Is that right? Oh, I've got to say hello to Dan. Good morning, Dan, who Adam is working with in the showers this morning. Good morning, Dan. Make sure, put the shower on very hot and get him cold, Dan. That's what we want to see. A very wet, cold Dan. Yes. That's what, or Adam, rather. Adam. Katie has seen Naked Attractions. It airs here in Australia as well. Does it really? How awful. Adam says it's like that. Oh, I've read that one, haven't I? So Katie doesn't have breakfast. I have breakfast every morning, which has changed over the years. Sometimes I might have some sausages and beans, which I'll cook. But I did go to that last week, and then I went back to my overnight oats. I kind of doing a bit of each at the moment. I think you should sort of try and do different breakfasts as well, you know, not worry too much what you're having. But I think having the same thing every day can be boring. Although you do say right at the beginning of the show, I said people go to McDonald's every day of the week, don't they? They're in there morning, noon and night. Funny, isn't it, really? That's their choice, I suppose, isn't it? All right. We'll do one more story today, boys and girls. And that, again, is, we might as well stay on the same subject that we're doing today. This is on the subject of dating. Well, we've done Naked Attractions, people shagging and all that. Well, what about this bloke? In the Daily Mirror this morning, this man has confessed he dated... Oh, hang on a minute. Adam, did you just try and call in there? I didn't see that come up. 1 minute, have I done something wrong here? Calls. Is that calls or contacts? Sorry, Adam. 10:11. Do you want to try that again? That didn't come up. Try that again, Adam. Oh, don't say. Is that not working as well? There's nothing working this morning. Nothing's working. Anyway, this bloke dated a cockroach called Lisa for a year, who he obsessed about having sex with. A cockroach. Yama Shinohara, who's 25 years old, called the bug, the cockroach, his first love. Right, we'll come to that in a minute. There we are. Got you, Adam, now. Good morning.
Good morning, Chris.
Morning, Adam. You all right?
I'm very well, and you?
Is it cold where you are? Whereabouts are you?
We are down in Bognor Regis today.
Oh, you're getting the snow there later?
Well, that's what we're hoping, so we don't have to come to work tomorrow.
And there's a really good dumping of that coming along later. I was watching the BBC News this morning.
All right, yep. It's forecast, isn't it?
Are you dealing with burst pipes or something like that?
No, what it is, we're modernising one of the railway sidings where they keep all the trains at the night time. We're modernising the buildings.
Right.
So we're putting in temporary porter cabins for the drivers and the office staff to go and live in for a couple of months.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope they got heating in there.
They will have by the time we finish with it.
Yeah, I should think so as well. I found the best way to put, if you want immediate heat, just go and buy a fan heater. They're fantastic.
Mm. Oh, right, yes. Well, they have got fan heaters in these units.
Right.
They've got little fan heaters and they've also got radiators. So they've got a fair few things in them.
Fan heaters are very, very quick, and they're only about 20 quid to buy one. But get a brand new one.
Yeah, they do.
Even like a named one. I mean, I've got 2 Dimplex ones, and they were like 19.
Oh, right, yeah.
They were only £19 each. The Dimplex ones, and I think there's a market leader Dimplex in it.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean, there's all different makes and models. They all do pretty much the same thing, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
So I'm calling in about breakfast this morning.
Breakfast time with Adam the plumber. Go on.
So we had, we will be having, because we're not quite on breakfast time yet, but we will be having scrambled eggs.
Oh, I say.
Baked beans.
Yes.
And a dead animal.
Oh, you're not eating dead animals still. Don't tell Katie Patterson in Australia. She'll be straight round there, mate.
Oh dear.
She won't be happy about that.
They don't do corn. They don't do corn sausages in the cafe, so I have to have dead animal ones.
See if they've got. They must have some sort of vegetarian sausage in there, dear. Ask.
Well, I will ask if they got a vegetarian sausage.
Really nice ones are the Linda McCartney sausages are actually better than the corn ones. They're really nice.
Oh, right, yep.
Well, so you're going to have that this up. Are you cooking that yourself? You're not?
Oh, no, going to the cafe. I never have breakfast at home unless I'm off work.
Well, that won't be sin. That won't be sin-free.
No, it won't be, but all that will be sinned is the sausage.
Yeah, I suppose so. I suppose you're right there. Is that the sort of thing you have every morning?
Say again, sorry?
Do you have that every morning?
Yes, that's the same breakfast every morning because it's the lowest sin value that fills me up.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So that fills me up quite nicely, and it's quite low sin value.
Right.
And then probably for lunch I'll have a jacket potato with a bit more dead animal on it and some beans.
Just have the beans, dear. You don't need to keep eating these dead animals.
Well, you might as well. They're dead, so might as well eat them.
You're just encouraging people to kill more. I saw on YouTube. I saw the most awful pest killer the other day. It was like this mouse, rat, squirrel killer, and it's like a tube. The tube is pointing upwards, and at the top of the tube is a little metal pin. So that when the animal's nose or head pushes the pin up, it sets a chute bolt out from just below it, and immediately instant death for the animal. How awful. They're awful.
It is, but it is instant. At least there's no...
Humans do seem to find very efficient ways of killing themselves and other people as well.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it is strange though, isn't it? Like, we go round and we sort of, when our animals get sick and what have you, we put them to sleep.
Yes.
But we don't do it with humans, do we?
No,
unless you go to Dignitad.
I think the choice. I think this choice would be there. Katie is saying there, no eating animals on this show. Absolutely not. She reckons she can't eat breakfast before work. She never has done.
No, that's strange. A lot of people are like that. They can't eat breakfast before work.
I've often come across people that say they don't eat breakfast because it makes them feel sick.
Very strange.
I've heard that before as well. Claire is here.
But we get that.
Claire's talking about her breakfast here. She has 2 fried eggs, 2 bacon, tomatoes, mushroom, and baked beans every morning. No weight gain. So there's a thing there. There's a thing there. Absolutely, Claire. We all know about that one, actually. All us Slimming World people know about that breakfast. And it's a lovely breakfast to have if you've got the time to do it, isn't it? Really is. That's your sort of 2 fried eggs, 2 bacon, tomatoes, mushroom, and baked beans every morning. I probably, Claire, I'll have the sausages and the baked beans. More than that is, to be honest, a little bit too much for me. But of course, you don't have to have that for breakfast. You could have that somewhere else during the day, say midday. That would be an excellent sort of lunch as well, wouldn't it, Adam?
Well, that's why I sometimes do a sort of brunch version of that by having the jacket potato with ham, with beans, with boiled eggs and salad and tomato. So it's a lunch version of breakfast.
I've got an idea. Idea. Take those items, the eggs, the bacon, tomatoes, mushrooms, and like that. You know how we cook it, in the fry light or grilled, one of the two. If you had that in some sort of combination, any combination of those items, for every meal for 1 week, I wonder how much weight you'd lose. I might try that. I might actually try that for a week and see what happens. I've got my birthday next Tuesday. That's a special day, afternoon tea and all that. My mate's taking me out to afternoon tea. So I can't, that won't be able to. But the next day, I should be able to start again. So fingers crossed on there. Weird City Citizen says, Weird City Citizen is saying, I'm with Adam the plumber. Nice piece of dead animal. he says, with some salad, I'm not a complete maniac.
I've got Dan here with me. I'm going to ask him what he had for breakfast. What did you have for breakfast, Dan?
I had a chocolate corn snack. It's like a rice cake.
Oh, terrible.
A rice...
Chocolate, dear?
Yeah, it's horrible.
Chocolate?
Yeah, dark chocolate. Dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate at that.
Chocolate for breakfast? Oh, my God.
With a coffee.
God,
with a coffee as
dear.
well.
That's too much.
Terrible,
You've got to have chocolate for breakfast. I've got a great big box of Maltesers here, Adam. Yes.
But he is nice and thin and shapely, so it does work.
Right. Claire says she lives on...
Claire says red and run out the van now.
Who's running out of the van?
He's gone red and run out the van now, so he's rather shapely.
Looking like one of those tomatoes on Claire's plate. She says, I live on jacket potatoes for lunch with beans and cheese or cottage cheese and smoked salmon plus loads of salad. I love a jacket potato. I'm going to be, Claire, I promise you I'm going to be on this next week after my birthday on the Tuesday. I'm going to be on this next week, so don't worry about it. Jacket potatoes, we're bringing that into the equation as well. I'll stick to that rigidly for a week and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I know I can do that. I will have no bread or anything for a week and we'll see how we get on with that. All right?
All right, Chris, we'll look forward to that.
Thanks for calling in, Adam. I don't know why I missed the call the first time. It came up as missed call straight away.
Maybe
I don't know why that was, but there we are. At least I
the...
spotted it and we sorted it out. You have a nice day.
Cheers, Chris.
Cheers, Adam.
Cheers,
bye-bye now.
bye.
Adam the plumber is in the house today. Right, let's just go back to that last story today I was telling you about. Yes, this man wants to go out with a cockroach. Yuma Shinohara, who's 25 years old, called the bug, the cockroach, his first love and said through the relationship, although the relationship was platonic, he fantasized about going to bed with the cockroach, either with himself insect size or with Lisa the cockroach being human size. Really weird. He also said that no human girl was as hot as Lisa the cockroach and that they were 100% serious about each other. Weirdo. But events took an even more macabre turn when Lisa died and Yuma ate her. He ate his cockroach. Yuma is an entomophagy. I have no idea what that is. It says it means he advocates and practices eating insects as an alternative to meat for environmental reasons. He's also known for organising bug-eating contests in his native Japan. So there you go, boys and girls. If you can't find a partner, maybe you're a little bit like me and you can't find a partner, then go out with an insect. That's my advice to you on the show today. I'm so sorry. I've just spotted a couple of messages from Right Side Up this morning on Vaughan Live, who says it's minus 22 degrees where she is at 5 o'clock in the morning. That is too cold. That is far, far too cold. Right, I'll message the messaging system people today and tell them that there's no messages coming in from anywhere at all, and we're doing. Actually, I'll do it now while I'm still doing the show, because that can be a good idea. Because sometimes they like to look, the people that provide the messaging service, they like to look and see what's going on while there's a show actually happening. I should have done this ages ago, really. Now that I think about it, but let's just do that on there. New conversation. There we are. Any? Sorry a minute. There we are. Send it off so they can have a little look at that. I expect it's something gone wrong at their end, or someone's done something or something like that. We also have been having, according to Maureen, a problem with the YouTube. Maureen's not been able to see all the old YouTube shows for some reason, and I was hoping she was going to text in this morning, but she hasn't. So I'm going to leave that. I'll leave that reply until she's with us, because it is specifically for her. Okay. Good morning to Gustav. There's no gypsy camp here. I keep telling you, it's not a gypsy camp, Gustav. I keep telling you that, dear. Not a gypsy camp. I'm only here for today and tomorrow morning, and then that's it for 2 months, I'm afraid. Weird City Citizen says, I would date a spider. Really? He wants to go out with a spider. Strange, strange people. Today's birthdays. We've got 10 for you this morning. Happy birthday today to Kevin James, who's 55 on this last day of January. Jackie Patterson, good morning to you and a happy birthday. Saba Chai! He used to come along to the Belushi's karaoke and has been to Central Station quite a few times now. Good morning, Saba. Happy birthday to you, sir. All right, nice to see you. Lily George is 54 years old today. She's got a fantastic picture of Muttley. Do you remember Dastardly and Muttley? Actually, great nephew George laughs like Muttley the dog. Like that. Kevin Prentice. Good morning, Kevin. 51 years old today. Gary Cooper is 48 today. Colin Edwards. Morning, Colin. Happy birthday to you this morning. Ian Watson's birthday today. Kristina Delaney is 33 today. And Jonathan Harborn, it's his birthday today. So, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, boys and girls. Claire would date George Clooney. Well, I'll have to get some grey hairs put in for you, Claire, in that case, all right? Final message of the day comes from Gustav. Are you being evicted off the site by the council? You are terrible, you really are. in my luxury television studio complex here. That's it for the show today. Thanks ever so much for joining us, boys and girls. Hope to be with you again tomorrow morning. I'm not quite sure about tomorrow morning. It may be that I have to leave the site earlier. I'm not quite sure because it is the last day today, last full day today, and we're closed February to March. Now I'm assuming that it's okay to go on the first afternoon in February because it's like nights. I'm going by night, so tonight it's the 31st of January. Yeah, tomorrow night it's the first. So you're not allowed to stay here at night. You can come during the daytime, but you can't sleep here at night for 2 months. So that is the case. So fingers crossed I'll be with you again tomorrow morning. Thanks ever so much for joining us. I'm sorry I had a little bit of trouble with the light and the messaging system this morning. There's no one around at Restream yet, which is probably because it's a time difference there. I think it's about 5 o'clock in the morning in the States where the Restream people are, so probably they'll look at that a little bit later and hopefully have it sorted out tomorrow. Have a nice day, boys and girls. Thanks so much for listening, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye now.